Now, I know the Freebirds were attacked a lot with all the heat you guys had. Could you share any of your fan attack stories?
With Michael and I didn't have too bad a time with the fans attacking. Um, I had trouble in Texas, for instance. I remember Laredo, Texas. Chris Adams and I had a match. Patty was, of course, at ringside, and it was a sellout down there on the border. And I always had to keep a close eye outside the ring on Patty because people would come over the fence, come over the barricade, and attack her. It's happened several times. Once in St. Louis, I heard a big like smack, and I looked around. I didn't see her, so I looked around all the corners, and I finally seen her. And she's on the floor with this big woman weighing about 230, and they're having a shoot down there in between the railing and the ring. Gosh, dog, it was in Laredo. They had again. She got picked up by the people, and they were actually carrying her out back. It was at a fairgrounds, and they were carrying her out back over their head. And the guys had to empty the dressing room to come and get her, baby faces and heels actually at the time, because they were taking her away, and nobody. It was a big fight to get to her and get her, and then get her back in the dressing room. That was a major fight. And then, of course, I was stabbed one time in the Australia in the back. I was food poisoned twice too, rat poisoned, nearly killed me twice.
Or about the stab in the back? That seems pretty serious.
Yeah, Australia had a riot, and I got stabbed over my kidney back here, probably about 2 inches. Didn't puncture any organs, but yeah. And back in the day, it was not uncommon to have those kind of riots, as because the people, they got into it, and they would hit the ring. And I've had them hit the ring, and like I say, getting stabbed and getting my hair pulled out by the roots, and have to fight your way back, to the dressing room. Nassau Coliseum in the Bahamas. Sweet Brown Sugar and I was in a title match for the Bahamian title, which I didn't want nothing to do with, because I knew there was going to be a riot when they said that I was going to get the title in the Bahamas from Sweet Brown Sugar, and I was, in order to get it, I was going to have to screw them for it. So that was going to involve a massive heat. And boy, we did. I screwed them, and I took the title, but they closed the barricades in on the ring, and they hit the ring, and we had to fight with police dogs and the police, and we fought our way back to the dressing room. It was terrible. Then we had to sit around for a couple hours after it was over, and so we had to walk. It was a setup from the Nassau Stadium Coliseum. We could walk to the hotel. It was that close. Well, that was okay under normal circumstances, but this particular night when I'd screwed Sweet Brown Sugar for the title and waited 2 hours for the crowd to dissipate, the police and the dogs were walking me back to the hotel. It was about 2 blocks, and there were people hiding in the bushes with slingshots, and they would take the rocks from the road, and as we were walking, I'd get hit with these rocks from the slingshot. And it would just blister and bleed. And actually, by the time I got back to the hotel, I was sick to my stomach, and I was a mess because they just shot the shit out of me for 2 blocks.
What about Houma, Louisiana?
Houma, Louisiana was a death trap too. All that Louisiana stuff, Houma, La Ranger, back in the day. Holy crap, working for Watts and Grizzly Smith, the payoff sucked. The traveling was terrible.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please help me out and like this video, then click the subscribe and get notifications buttons so you don't miss any of my latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Follow us on Facebook at the Hannibal TV for more live streams and videos. And while you're at it, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the Hannibal TV.